Today is the day we've all been waiting for. It's youth intake day, and if anything from our scouts to go by, it's going to be a golden generation. I'm very, very excited. I hope you guys are too. If there is some absolute wonder kids in here, there is going to be chances for you guys to get your name in the game. So stay tuned to see if you can be part of the Wrexham team to take us to glory. What is going on there, guys? Kempy here, and welcome back to the channel, and thank you for coming back as well. Thank you for the support over the weekend and the last couple of days. You guys have absolutely smashed it. I'm recording this just as the tactic tester goes out for the league game against Nottingham Forest. I'm aware, though, the support on the deadline day video was absolutely mental, and I think it should have been, because the signings we made were crazy, and what an episode it was. I think you can all agree. Now, today is youth intake day. We are so close. It's the 17th of March. We've not had anything come through yet. We've only got one game left in March, and that is an away game against Blackpool. Let's get you caught up on what has been going on since you guys were last here. So obviously we had the 1-1 draw against Notts Forest. There's only been 3 games since then. I used a very similar defensive tactic against Bournemouth and only lost 1-0. Mariano caused us massive issues last time. Got the winner in this game. Since then, we've had 2 games which I really hoped would have been a very comfortable victory in each of them, and it were 3-0, 0 goals conceded, and I'm very, very happy with that. Players got good rest, and we managed to just easily coast through them games. We have got quite a hard run in on the season. We've got Blackpool who are 13th, Coventry who are 14th, did not mean to press that, Sunderland who are 10th, West Brom who are 8th, Huddersfield who are 7th, QPR who are 4th, and then the last day of the season, let's hope it doesn't come down to this, but if it does, we've got Sheffield Wednesday at home who are bottom of the league. We are still 6th in the Championship, but we've starting to open up a little bit of a gap between the teams below us. There's 7 games to go, and we are 6 points clear, 8 points away from automatic promotion. If we do that, it will be seriously impressive with the games we've got left. I think it's going to be a fight for this 6th, 5th place spot. I think probably QPR, Bournemouth, Norwich and Forest are the teams fighting for 1st and 2nd. The teams below us, though, as soon as you sort of come out of the playoffs, you are looking right down to sort of 11th. Ipswich only 9 points behind us, and 11th to 7th. There is only a 3-point gap. So it is certainly tight in the Championship. It is every single person save on the Championship. Today, like I said, it's going to be this game against Blackpool, and then hopefully an amazing youth intake. And that is it for today. And you guys will come back on Wednesday for the end of the season. Hopefully that is going to be the last game of the season, a little season recap, and then the playoffs on Friday. So this weekend we can either hit a brand new season in the Premier League or rebuilding to become the best team in the Championship. I think either way is quite good. I'm not too unhappy if we don't get promoted this year. It will give us a chance next year to play players like Dino a bit more. Dino the Dinosaur, that is, not Dino, a big centre-half, it sounds like. Some of the youngsters that we've got and brought in, they can get real game time next year in the Championship, and we'll storm it. And then when we go to the Premier League, we might be better well prepared. However, I think if we do get promoted, I'd absolutely love it, and we'll find a way to make it work, because it will work, and we'll sort things out. So yeah, hopefully it's going to be a very good day. And there is 2 other videos coming out this week. Tomorrow, as you watch this, so Tuesday, is going to be a tactics tester, my first ever one. I got inspired by the tactics test I did on Sunday's video. I wanted to do one. It's one by Josh Daly. So that's coming out tomorrow. And then Thursday is a little FM experiment, which I've been wanting to do for a very long time. And now I've got a bit more time to do them. Now the Christmas break is all out of the way. That is coming out on Thursday. So some very, very exciting times ahead. Let's get into this game against Blackpool, or even if there's a youth intake before, have a look at that. I think we're at about Christmas Eve stage at this point of youth intake day. They are starting to come through, and other teams are getting them, so we should be getting ours fairly shortly. If you don't know how to check that, click on the world icon at the top, click England, it will take you to here, click transfers, and then on here you just go down to youth intake, and you can see other teams are starting to get theirs come through, mainly Premier League sides. Eventually you get to some Championship sides, and then yeah, we'll get there eventually. Ours is probably going to come in the next sort of 24 hours, so I'm excited for that. The game against Blackpool is all ready. The team is set, and I'm excited to get into this one. A win here could pretty much secure us a playoff space. So let's get into it. Just a very quick interruption from myself. It's just a quick reminder to subscribe to the channel, drop a like on this video, and also get them bell notifications on. It helps me out massively, and it helps you massively as well, so you don't miss any future videos on the channel. Carry on enjoying the video. And here we are then, away at Blackpool, the sunny seaside. We have come to manager of Frank Lampard. They're playing the same formation as us. Today the team, one change to the main team. Reece Williams is out today and Saeed Al-Jazmi comes in at centre-back. Reece Williams had a little knock in the last game where he come off for Al-Jazmi. So he plays today. Results have been playing around us, and a win here today pretty much puts us 8 points clear of playoffs and level with the team in 5th, which is Stoke. So if we can get a win here, we'll be very, very happy and we'll be well on the way to playoff glory. Blackpool sitting in 14th. Don't have much to play for. There'd have to be quite some miracle for them to get into the playoffs, and there's absolutely no way they're going to be getting relegated. So for them, bit of a nothing game. For us, a game where we could easily secure playoffs. So yeah, hopefully we're going to be the team that perform today. Lions down this left-hand side, going all the way back to the centre half as they try to build through our team. We've been very good defensively recently. Like I said, two back-to-back 3-0 wins, conceding as soon as I talk about how good we are defensively. Jerry Yates with an absolute blaster. Angus Gunn back in goal. Not covering himself in the glory there. It's a strong effort, but quite close to the keeper. And I feel like he should have at least got something on it. He didn't really seem to do anything, if I'm honest. Yeah, I don't know what he's done there, but Angus Gunn not covering himself in glory in the slightest. It is 1-0 to Blackpool. Right, I've got no idea where we were there, but I have to have a little drink and a bit of a coughing fit. But we are back. It is still 1-0 to Blackpool. They have been the team on top in this one as well, which isn't good. We want to sort of be the team to dominate. We are away from home, which I've got to take into account, but these are the team that haven't got anything to play for, and we have got everything to gain from a win here today. A loss makes it look like there's a lot of a chance of other teams to get us, especially with our running. This is one of the easier games we have got left of the season. I'm going to throw my hands in the air and get a bit aggressive at this because we are not playing well in the slightest. And in fact, they have just matched us up for formation. So I'm going to go into a cam system and I'm going to get on Dino Machella and move Job into this spot here and hope that can just create a bit more opportunities. We'll also get we'll also get Charlie Lingard on that right wing as well. I feel like he's going to be better for us than Neves. He's not done great since coming back from injury. Let's just go attacking as well and maybe just shorten this tiny bit. Now we've got a cam in. We don't need to be so directly aggressive. We have had 4 shots instantly. None on target, but at least we're getting shots away now rather than just being completely and utterly dominated. But with only half hour to go, things have got to change. And they've got to change quick, and that's not happening. The game is very much just fizzling away from us, and we're not getting anything from this at this point. Let's just see if anything else we can change. I'll get Darren O'Hanlon on and get Lingard down the middle, maybe. I actually accidentally brought on Mahir Sharur, so I'll just make that change and get Sharur as that deeper centre mid. And see, with 20 minutes to go, a very boring game to bring you guys in for, which I can only apologise. Sadly, with FM content, you can't magic it. If the game doesn't want you to play well, you won't play well. And like I said, every time the camera comes on, we don't play well, which is frustrating. But here is Dylan Machella winning the ball back. Charlie Lingard, Von Bellingham, a great reverse pass to Dylan Stevenson. And we've got a goal back, and it's 1-1. And there is still a chance that we could be walking away with all 3 points here today. A draw, 2 games clear, well, 6 points, so 2 games clear of the teams around us. I'm quite happy with. I can deal with that. However, losing I cannot deal with. Away at Blackpool, we should be getting a win. 88th minute, it looks like there's going to be a highlight. It is Al-Jazmi with the free kick. O'Hanlon gets the ball down and does get an effort towards goal, but it's a weak one and Dan Grimshaw does easily catch. Bellingham with a corner. We've got no Reece Williams, but we have got Al-Jazmi, and what a header it was on the crossbar. Dropped down to Stevenson. He couldn't get the ball in the back of the net, and with the XG we just had of 2.11, I can't believe we haven't won that game. Last 15 minutes of absolute madness. It's finished 1-1, and if Sunderland win their game in hand, they're only 4 points behind us, but at least getting that point has given us a bit of daylight between West Brom and the rest. Obviously, goal difference wise as well, we are miles clear. You can see there are 6 main teams in this league, and we are one of them 6. Probably the 6th, which, you know, doesn't bode well for the playoffs. But like I've said, if we don't win the playoffs, it's not a massive issue. I'd rather I mean, I'd rather win the playoffs, but if we don't win the playoffs, we've got a chance to build the team up and get into a real push for the Premier League next season when we can potentially win the Championship. So not all is lost. We have got the golden generation coming through, and hopefully the chance for some of you guys to get your name in the game. Let's go forward to when that generation comes through, and hopefully it's an absolute generation of the class of 92 standard. Well, on first glance, it's certainly not a golden generation, an average intake, and I feel like we've been completely baited into this. There's a few decent players here. We've got Toby Collier, a very brave centre-half, who's not too bad at defensive, great tackling, decent marking, no determination whatsoever, and very, very inconsistent. If this sounds like you, get in the comments below and this could be you. If you're brave, can tackle, but you don't care and you're inconsistent at it, this could be you. Joe Rogers, a striker, good finishing, decent determination, great flair, good pace, good dribbling, awful crossing. I was going to say maybe he's a winger, but he's not a winger with that crossing. Great technique as well. Not actually that bad. Quite good either foot. Very consistent. Slight concern with injuries, but I think he could be someone that you guys might want to get into. Joe Rogers, a striker. That could be you. Tristan Jones, man. Oh, I tell you, 201 centimetres tall. If you are 6'7", get in the comments down below, because Tristan Jones, man, is you. 16 heading, 16 jumping reach, 7 finishing, 10 composure, 9 determination. Comes deep to get the ball. He's strong. He's not that slow, given the fact he's a giant. Good off the ball, good work rate, good bravery. I actually quite like this guy a lot. Tristan Jones, man, someone that could definitely be used. Again, get in the comments below if you want it to be you. Liam Parry, a left winger, quick, good crossing, good determination, and good technique. That's sort of what we want to see as a base as a 15-year-old. So that's not too bad for Liam. Ewan Roberts, I think. Ewan Roberts, centre midfielder, not fantastic. Don't go for him. None of these are really great down here. Well, that was a bit of a disappointment. I mean, Jose Araya is doing well. You can't beat him, though, sadly. I think that would be a bit too far to say he's one of ours. That's a very disappointing youth intake, I've got to say. I was sort of hoping this episode would be golden generation hype. It's just not. We've managed to draw to Blackpool, an average youth intake. I feel like I sort of owe it to you guys to show you us beating Coventry at home. So we'll just go ahead to that game, because I can't leave it as one game and an awful youth intake, can I? So yeah, we'll go play Coventry. Well, it's that exciting. Our first ever instalment into the next gen list. Saeed Al-Jazmi, the 18-year-old, is here. 44th on the list, but as our first one down at the Championship, I'm very, very happy to finally have someone in the next gen. Next Gen 2027 is Wrexham's year. Right, I have just seen the time, and I really have not got time to play this Coventry game. So I'm going to first of all apologise. We're not going to play that Coventry game, and it is going to end here, the episode. Obviously, there has been the youth intake today, which I was hoping was going to be much more in depth, and there's going to be much more for you guys to watch, and there's good players that you could pick. There is a couple, if you want the big centre-half or the big striker or anyone else, just tickled your fancy. We've signed pretty much all of them, so get down in the comments on which one you would like to claim, and you can have your name in the Wrexham save. Thank you guys for watching, as always. Catch up on tomorrow, where there'll be a tactics tester, and Wrexham will be back on Wednesday for the end of this season. Thank you for watching, and I'll speak to you next time.